Good afternoon to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm very honored for this occasion. So what I'm going to talk now is actually a topic that has been all across the presentations today. Is about dreaming and how this is related to entrepreneurship and to innovation. I will show my theory. So the goal here will be to, during this presentation, you see a simple strategy to achieve your goals in life and in your professional career as well, in 9 steps. So dreams, what is that? What are dreams? What are we talking about? Going to the moon, is that a dream? It has been achieved, yes. Having a large family, a small family, a happy family. Helping other people can be a dream as well. Having leisure times, enjoying traveling can be also something of a dream. Or having your own company, like a lot of people today we could see here, being entrepreneurs. Also, some people think, why not getting rich? That's also some dream. So what I want you to think for the next minute, what I ask you, everyone here, is for you to think, what is your dream? What's the biggest dream you have that you haven't fulfilled? Please do that. Even if it looks impossible, even if it seems unreachable, think about it. It will be necessary for the whole presentation. It can be more than one as well. So, the fantastic strategy from dream to successful projects that I present here is very simple. First, you have to think about your motivations. What moves you? What in life moves you? What things do you love to do? What would you love to do every day? What would you like your life to be? We've seen a fantastic example here just in the beginning of the afternoon about daring and dreaming and skydiving and going through a lot of experiences. So where does that dream affect the place where you live? Do you have changed place to actually be able to fulfill the dream? So first, have the dream, the vision, step 1. Based on this motivation, it has to fit all together. So the dream has to fit with what you want to do, with what moves you. Then you have to specify it. Pick up a blank paper and write down what you want to do and break it into other bullets and spend some time on that. Then you will have to dare to live your dream. It's not enough to have the dream. A lot of people have dreams. Everyone has dreams. But you have to really want and to put out your hands on it and go working for that. So you write a vision and you have to stick to it. You'll need people. Probably the dream you have in your hand won't be enough to do by yourself. You'll need complementary people that are able to do the things that you're not so good at, if necessary. And then you have to share the dream, and the vision has to become a common vision. And then you will also need a plan in order to get funding. Of course, you'll have to implement it. And when you fail, you'll need to readjust and try again and again and again and again. So there's an example I know best. I know better because it's my example. It doesn't mean that it's a good example, but it's the one I know from closer distance. So this is an interactive presentation here. And I would like people that want to know my achieved dreams to stand up. Okay. Thank you. So I'll start with my failed dreams. So, create an international wine export business. I thought that was so good. So good idea. I had great Portuguese wines. Nobody knew these wines. I was living in Sweden. And I thought, no, I'm going to make it. I made a company. I had a website. I made a marketing campaign. I visited the producers. I visited the wine regions. I visited the restaurant, Michelin restaurants. I went to the importers. I made deals. I got agreements. I got on the newspapers, on the magazines. It didn't work. Well, that's life. 1 year, and at some point I realized that the money I had was just going to zero with the profit and the investments. Another dream I had was to be a surfer. So I had the surfboard and a wetsuit. And I thought it looked so cool going on the beach, and it was fashion, you know. But it didn't work. I was a total disaster as a surfer. Well, then I thought, well, why not play an instrument? Well, you don't want to hear that. And more, a lot more, but, well, I think it's enough. And also the human brain has a selective memory, so you most of all remember the good things and the dreams you achieved. So do you have failed dreams? Why? Why have they failed? In what did they fail? Did you live the dream? Did you go for it? Did you put yourself totally into that? Well, okay, now I will tell about the dreams I achieved. Since I was a kid, I loved the Jungle Book. So I actually wanted to go on an elephant. So that was a dream. And I actually went last year to Indonesia, and I was riding on an elephant. I felt really happy about it. Fulfilled something in life. Yes, great. And then another dream I had was when I was 16-year-old. My mother was a doctor. She had a mobile like this, and it was so cool. And nobody else had a mobile. She couldn't talk to anyone almost, but... But I thought, I would love to work in a company like this. But there was only one problem. I was in Portugal, and the company was in Sweden. So I started here in 1994, and then I went to study to Erasmus in Toulouse in 98. And I stayed there for 6 months, and then I started to work there for finishing my graduation. And then I met a Swedish girl, and then I went to Sweden. But well, it was not easy. I had to drive all the way to Sweden with my old Peugeot car, and he actually made the trip. But all my friends, everyone I knew told me, you will never make it. You will never make it. You have all the odds against you. You don't speak Swedish. You're not Swedish. You don't have contacts. You don't have friends there. You don't have family there. You will not get a job. But I took the car, drove there for 3 days, and when I got there, I was about to finish my graduation. I still had some exams. And I started to write CVs. So I was sending CVs by the email. I wrote to 80 companies, all the companies in the region that had IT, talking about me and what I could do. And then at some point, I got 3 interviews. And I said, okay, not too bad. And I went to, one day, I went on Ericsson's door, the one company from Ericsson, and I knocked at the door. A waiter got into answering me, and she said, well, what do you want? And I said, well, I would like to talk to the president, please.